Is live? Okay, looks like we're live. Awesome, welcome everybody. Thigh Company Gaming here for another live stream. Welcome everybody. We haven't done a cooking video in a while, so here is what I plan to do. I'm partially exhausted, so if I sound weird, it's because I'm tired. But we're gonna make an omelet. I'm gonna see how many views we actually get on this because we got 1,000 subscribers now. So this is partially like a test video, partially like to make a cooking video just to see how many views I get type of situation. So first thing I'm gonna do, I got my fire pan here, frying pan, and I'm gonna clean it right quick here so I can know it's clean because whoever freaking cooked decided not to clean the oil off it, so I'm already, gotta take care of that. Okay. So looks fine. Awesome. All right, that's the first thing I'm going to do is just clean the frying pan here. So hopefully everybody's day is going well for those who are watching. And I only see like one person watching the stream right now, so this is probably one of those freaking things like I'm not going to get any views when I'm streaming, but get views later. That's my guess. But you never know. YouTube, if YouTube, you really don't freaking know. So it's just my intuition, I guess. All right, that's clean. Yeah, like no one's saying anything in chat, so it's basically I'm gonna get views like after the video's done, is my guess. And then I'm probably gonna get some person hopping in out of nowhere during the stream, be like, "What you doing? What's this video?" Hashtag people can't read. Yeah, so water's actually pretty hot here. All right, I'm using a clean rag here to dry it. Oh, cool. Here we go. We actually got somebody. All right, Brian Daniel, welcome. Hi, Thigh. Hey, hello, question mark. Yeah, hi. We're doing a cooking video here. And I'm not my regular office where I do the gaming videos. So I'm in basically my grandparents' place. We're about to make an omelet. And as I said before, so because this is live stream, you'll probably watch this when it finishes and all that, so you can at least get the first 3 minutes or so. Basically, what I'm going to say is I'm exhausted. I have a headache, and about to make an omelet because I've been having stomach issues, and from the doctors I've heard eating eggs help you, like help, especially if you have like stomach pain or something like that. Sometimes eggs can help. But what I'm doing is I'm cleaning this frying pan here to get this good. All right. Oh, which means tells me that you know what I'm doing here. Cool. But yeah, I'm pretty good at making omelets, and I've had practice with it. I've worked in kitchens. I've done this and that. Dan, welcome, Dan. Glad that you can make it. I'm making a kind of a cooking video here, and I'm not in my regular place where I work, so there's some cooking here. I have some eggs here. All right, so the frying pan is now clean. So I have about medium heat there. That's the heat that I know I'm comfortable with. So we get some. In this case, I like to use butter. I've used different kinds of oils before. I've used olive oil. I've used sunflower oil, vegetable oil. Now, in terms of taste, I think just using like regular butter is fine. It's probably the best option. Um, the only thing I have not used is like any kind of meat fat before, so I don't know what kind of taste that would give. I mean, in this case, I'm using butter, and I'm looking for that right now in the fridge. My laptop's on the refrigerator here. Also, made my first intro and outro today. Cool, Brian. All right. Give me a moment here as I look for where the butter is. I hope my grandmother didn't put somewhere. Oh, it's behind a bunch of stuff. Give me a second. All right. So when you're making an omelet, you have different choices. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use 2 eggs for this because I don't want to eat like a lot of stuff like calories and all that right now. And I've eaten a little bit before, like maybe 2 hours, 3 hours ago. So, okay, I can tell that's warm. It's not hot, but warm. So I have 2 eggs here. I can throw this out now. Let's slightly move this way. Cool. Thank you for 2 thumbs up. I see there. What is this? I hope you feel better. Yeah. It's due to the freaking home renovations, and also I ate this really bad like soup slush thing that basically was beans with some sort of spicy sausage, and I don't know what else was in it, but it tasted weird. But basically, my stomach is not agreeing with it, so I'm trying to basically recuperate from that. All right, so I have 2 eggs here. These eggs are a little weird. They're Walmart eggs, so I don't know. Oh yeah, it's hot. I'm gonna turn the temperature down on that. The reason I don't have butter on the frying pan right now is because if I did that, the butter would start to brown and then start to burn. Some cases you do want butter to brown. In this case, I don't think I want it to brown because what I'm trying to do is, since this is like a French style omelet I'm working on, I want the color to be yellow. So have 2 eggs here in a bowl. And also, now that I realize it, I'm gonna change up the lighting here. Give me a moment. All right, fix the lighting. Let's see what that looks like if I turn that off with that one on. Oh, that looks bad. Okay, I'm gonna do that one. And I'm just putting some water on the frying pan so you can tell how hot it is. And I want this to cool a little bit. Okay. So what I'm going to do now, the last of those water droplets are going to evaporate, and I'm going to do what you call it, a knob of butter. This is what I mean by a knob of butter. Let's just say it's about the size of a finger, I guess, in this case. The reason I'm using so much butter is because if I don't want any of the eggs to stick, and I can tell the pan's still hot because I can just do this with the butter. So I'm carefully trying to get the butter off the knife. And I'm being extremely careful to not scratch the pan with the knife as well. All right. If you're a kid watching this and you want to make yourself an omelet, please use adult supervision. And because I'm an adult and I have professional experience working in the kitchen. So the butter's melting there. Yeah. All right, so now, while the butter is melting there, it's not fully melted. With my bowl of eggs here, you see the eggs there. I have a huge light that's like on the front here, so it's making the whole room look a little too bright, but it's good. Like I look cool in it. So I'm just beating the eggs now. I know that butter dead. Yeah. So I'm mixing the eggs. You can go back and forth. You can do circles here. Watch him burn it. I'm not gonna burn it because I see the butter is just now fully melted and it hasn't started browning yet. So what I'm doing is I'm still mixing it up. And what I did was I had it on medium heat. And so I made it like it's on a scale from 1 to 10, this particular oven. And I had it at 5. I just have it now at like 3 and 4. So, I mean, basically, the more you beat the eggs, the better. So that's what I'm doing here. And while I'm beating, the butter that's melted is also heating up as well. So you also do cooking videos? Yeah, I've done many cooking videos in the past, which is I haven't done one in like forever. And I used to do them all the time when I could live stream from my phone. And I just have a legit like a laptop right here. And I usually don't use the laptop because this one kind of sucks. But let's see here, hacks to make it 10. Dude, if it's 10, I have to legit have everything ready to pour and then move quickly. Like the butter is going to instantly basically starts evaporating. That's what I like to call it, instant evaporating. Brian, I'm gonna go to your YouTube channel. I find one of them. Yeah, I've posted many of them before, but I'm gonna finish working on the omelet here now. So I'm pouring the egg mix into the frying pan. And I can tell the bottom of the pan is hot because the eggs have started to, what the frick's it called? Congeal. Basically to harden, to become a solid. I think they call that congeal, coagulate or something. Yeah, there's some technical term. If you've taken science, you probably know what I'm talking about. So, option 1, you leave that and let it cook, which is not what I'm going to do. What I want to do, I'm going to use, in this case, typically I would use like something wooden, but plastic works here too. So I'm taking the egg mixture here, and I know it's still cooking because the pan's still hot, and the egg mixture here. Let me see if I can do this. This is probably going to be stupid, but I wouldn't recommend doing this in front of a camera. But as you can see here, I'm mixing this here and it's starting to become a solid. So that's what I'm doing here. And so there's like an egg solid mixture here. This is freaking tough to do. And the whole freaking camera looks wide on my end here. But what I have is what I call partially solid. So there's a liquid like mush in the mush is not the right word. Matter mix. Uh, and I'm gonna let this sit some more because what I'm doing is I mix it up so that the middle and around it's like has some solid to it, and then the bottom that's all like contact that's in contact with the metal. I want that to be solid so that when I like take a spatula and then begin to start flipping it, that it rolls like a burrito or tortilla or something like that. And that's kind of like what I'm trying to do while still leaving as much liquid that's hot and cooked inside. So, I mean, this is still warming up. I'll even turn up the temperature up to 4 now. Um, and I still, every now and then, I move this thing around, and I can tell it's just about finished cooking because, I mean, it still looks liquid on top here, but it's really hard to tell because the freaking lighting here. But if I go back, no, I don't know if you all are able to see liquid because it just looks like completely white on my end with some yellow. But I'm gonna leave it a little bit longer on the stove top. Let's see here. I call video peanut butter banana and berry sandwich. Yeah, that was a video I did on my original channel when I had really good ingredients, and I made like what did I use there? I used some sort of like higher end stuff. JJ, can you make me a game? Okay, good. I'll do that once I'm not doing a cooking video. But yeah. So I think this is good enough. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to carefully roll. So as you can, actually, I might even be able to just do this right here. I'm being extremely careful, delicate here because the egg stuff can break. And I'm trying my best to get this to flip like a roll here. So I see that one edge here just broke. So what I'm doing here is I'm trying to, as best as I can, to make this look good. Okay, this is going well so far. If I've left it any longer on the heat, what would happen is the egg mixture would start to stick to the pan, and that's what I'm trying to avoid. So what I'm doing now is I'm trying to release the whole omelet from the pan because I feel like some of it's sort of stuck. And I can tell it's breaking, so I'm being very careful now. So what I'm doing is trying to release it from the edge. Now, being careful to slide it down this way. And I flip it over like that. And then if you want to, you can leave it on the heat a little bit longer, but I'm going to go ahead and turn the heat off. And then get yourself a plate or a bowl. In this case, I'm going to use this clear bowl here. It has like a little design there. Camera quality is not excellent, but there is good technical skill. So I'm being very careful here. So I would like for this top side here to stay there. But what I'm going to end up doing here, because I want to be very sure that this comes out well, I'm going to carefully try to lower it with the spatula into the bowl. Okay, I lowered it. It didn't go top as I wanted to, but it's still good. And then I'll take a small piece of butter. Butter freaking falls. Okay, you do that. Small piece of butter. about like maybe a fifth of the size. And I take that butter and I let it sit on the omelet. And while the omelet's still hot, it will melt the piece of butter and it'll give it like a shiny, slick look to it. And so you make sure everything's off, which it is for me. And see, the butter's still melting. And also, I made sure to wash my hands before I started cooking. That's a big thing. I want to let you all know. But this is the butter omelet here. Now that looks good on camera there. And what also I'm going to do is put a little bit of salt on it, preferably sea salt. And I do have sea salt here. And I'm putting ever so little bit there. And this one has a grinder on it. So it's like a pinch of salt, basically. No more than that. And so you have the omelet here. So there's the omelet. Now I'm gonna take this last bowl. I'm gonna save the fork for now. All right. And let's see if I cut into it here. Should still be somewhat liquid inside. Ideally, it's as liquid as you can get it. This is pretty good, I think. It's hard to really tell on camera, but it's not completely solid. It's somewhat liquid inside, which is what you're trying to aim for. You don't want it to be completely liquid inside where it's like raw. I would say it's like, for this, it's like 60-40, 60% solid, 40% liquid. That's kind of like, maybe it's like 70-30. It's hard to exactly say, but I would say this is pretty good. You can still sort of see liquid yellow from what I was making. But yeah, that's pretty much how you make a French style buttery omelet. Really good for breakfast, in case I'm having, because I had a stomach issue and I ate some really, like, I guess, what would you call it? Not spicy food, but like food that makes you go to the bathroom. But it was also spicy. So yeah, basically it's like to counteract against it. So yeah, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you're new to the video, subscribe, share with your friends and family, and see you all next time. Bye now. And I'll make a live stream, another one soon. See you next time. Bye now.